everyone. How's it going? I'm Philip.
I'm Jaclyn.
You're who? Rocka who?
No.
Oh, sorry.
Doesn't even rhyme.
Nah. We are here today to talk about our adventures in Charlotte at HeroesCon. So that's where Jaclyn and I spent our weekend.
We actually went all 3 days.
All 3 days. I survived all 3 days, which was a major feat.
Yeah.
So I'm here to hand Jaclyn stuff as she talks about it and to be quiet, as I was told, because I ruin everything.
That's not what I said.
She said she didn't love me.
That's not what I said.
All right, anyway, what you got, dear?
Well, we went to HeroesCon to meet like 4 people.
Right.
We took this stack of books with us to get signed and meet their lovely creators.
And then we got a whole bunch more stuff. So
Yeah, so we're going to show
just hang
you
on.
everything we got. So Philip was so excited to meet Maihack.
Yep, I was.
He is the creator of Cleopatra in Space. So we got our #1. We didn't take the whole series because that's a lot. Got #1 signed.
Yes.
And doodled.
Overly excited for that.
His new book, Spider-Man Animals Assembled, just came out this week. So we got that signed, and there's a little Spider-Man sketch in there.
It's a doodle.
Doodle. And he did a story in this graphics preview book that was like for schools and libraries or something. And we got a little Cleo in that.
That's also really cool.
So, you got to meet him.
Got to meet Mike.
Talk about him.
Mike's he's great. He's, when you meet some of these people, you always hope that they're as great as they're going to be. And Mike really is. And I love his stuff. I've loved Cleopatra in Space forever. And now he's doing some Spider-Man stuff with Scholastic, which is also just a lot of fun. Like this Spider-Man book is really about Spider-Man pet sitting and wanting pizza. So, you all right?
We got some stickers.
Oh, yeah, I did.
From him, too. His Supergirl and Batgirl are adorable, and DC needs to hire him ASAP.
Yeah, he does great. If you don't follow him on social media, you should really go follow Mike on social media. And I'll put some links down on this so you can go find like his Facebook page and stuff, because he does adorable Supergirl and Batgirl stuff. So, but yep, I was really excited to meet Mike, talk to him for a couple of days. May have something to show from him later. So
buckle in, folks. It's going
right.
to be a long video. And I didn't go to meet Jarrett because I already knew him, but my friend Jarrett, I'm going to call him a friend, hope that's okay, the creator of Cody. He used to live in Richmond. I moved to Pittsburgh.
So we don't get to see him as much.
So I finally got my Cody signed, and then he did the art in Wonder City, so we got those signed as well. And I wanted to buy some artwork from him.
Did he do a sketch in Cody?
Oh, yeah, in Cody he did.
I thought he did.
Oh, little bear.
It's a bear.
He's just the nicest human. And when Jarrett Melendez came to Free Comic Book Day, I forgot to get my Young Men in Love, signed. So I had to take this all the way to Charlotte to get it signed.
But it was great seeing Jarrett again.
But yeah, we made fun of him all 3 days because he was never at his table. But we got that signed finally, and he had ordered new stickers, and we didn't get to get them when he was visiting us, so I bought them. This little Watson stickers, a Chef's Kiss sticker, a K Agenda sticker, and he had these shiny bookmarks.
They're so shiny.
Wow, they are very shiny.
They are very shiny, yes.
It's hard to read. It says reading is gay. With Watson on it. So I got those 2. And then Philip was super excited about this one. Zoe?
We'll go with Zoe.
Thorogood. is up for an Eisner for this.
She's up for 6 Eisners for her books. I guess technically she's up for 5 Eisners, and then one of the other Eisners is like the newcomer. So it's not for the story, it's just for new creator.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I think, is this the one that she's up for cover artist? Like, I don't know if they're all for this.
It might be Rain.
They might not be all for this, but she's up for 5 Eisners. So we got this signed. And then also her impending blindness of Billy Scott.
Yep.
I don't know where the postcard is.
We
got a postcard with a doodle on it.
It might be in here. We'll get to that later.
Okay. And then we got stickers from her. A window cling. And 3 pages of stickers. Because we couldn't decide. And another sticker. I'm not going to say what they say on camera. And then while we were there, we bought a copy of Rain. She did the art. So we got that signed as well.
It's an image book. She did the art and the cover.
Joe Hill.
Yep. Joe Hill stuff. Good old Joe Hill.
So that's what we took with us to get signed.
Minus the Rain.
And we also wanted to meet Tula Lotay. That was like the other person we wanted to meet.
So, and we got that. Well, that's one of the things we bought from Tula from a book perspective.
She had 9 different ones, so it was really hard to pick. But this one has death in it.
And it
had
Katniss.
Katniss.
Yep.
But just like, look at her Barnstormers.
Yep. And it's got some stuff from her new book coming out soon, Barnstormers.
I can't show the sketch you did on video either.
Yeah. But Tula Lotay was
delightful.
She is wonderful. She's everything that I was really hoping, as I had never met her, and that's one of the things I wanted to do. And she was very delightful, very easy to talk to. It was great. It was another great moment. Like the people I wanted to go talk to and I never met, between Tula and
Zoe and Mike.
Man, I hope I'm saying the Zoe or Zoe. Sorry. Should I asked? I didn't really ask.
Well, you've been saying Mike's last name wrong your whole life.
Well, that's because I've been doing it kind of jokingly, and then now it's gotten to become a thing. So anyway, so that's the stuff that we took, minus the Rain and the Shadow Self. We bought those down there. So now everything that we're going to show is what we purchased at the con.
Yeah.
Kind of for us.
It's all for us.
So where do you want to start?
In your stack right here.
All right. So here we go. So we stopped by Andrew Pepoy's table. He's the creator of Simone and Ajax. He's done a lot of art over the years for Archie and a bunch of other stories. And I'm a big fan of Simone and Ajax. It started many, many years ago. So we just stopped by his desk, and I don't think I had a copy of the Jetta book. So picked that up along with a bookmark. So got that and got to talk to Andrew for a while. So always enjoy that. And then next we went and visited Matt Kindt.
Not necessarily next. I don't think.
Well, this is no next. I'm talking next in our stack here. What's going on? So
Matt Kindt, if you don't know, is a very interesting individual.
Matt Kindt does a lot of writing. I mostly know him for my management. I guess a lot of people now know him for co-writing or writing Berserker along with Keanu Reeves. Yeah, that guy.
That guy.
I know Matt more than I know Keanu. So
yeah,
I've met Matt a few times.
We picked up Cosmic Detective because I think this is a creator-owned book.
Right.
So he wrote it with Jeff Lemire. And he did a little sketch inside of that. But then, also got this older book from like 2011 or something.
Yeah.
Red-Handed.
He drew a sketch on the inside. A doodle. He doodled on the inside.
Got that signed and doodled. But
I couldn't find it.
I didn't know.
He caught this book on fire at the convention center.
Matt Kindt burns books.
He said it's a part of the story. I couldn't find it in there.
There's no proof.
Yeah, I couldn't find it.
Yeah. Sure.
Here it is. You just passed it.
This picture looks nothing.
There you go.
Oh. It's hard to see.
Yep.
But yeah.
Because when we read it, it'll make sense.
He caught this book on fire.
Yep. He goes, it's part of the story, so if you get this book from him at a show, he will burn that page. And he goes, it makes complete sense. So I'm like, that's great. But I always enjoy Matt Kindt. So
his commissions were hand typed.
We did not get a commission.
Typewriter.
But he was doing writing commission. So yeah, he would get a little piece of paper about yay big, and on the typewriter, he would type a story on the character.
And burn it. I mean, maybe he would burn it.
So that was Matt Kindt. He had a pretty large booth there, so it was pretty cool.
Yeah, he's got a big collection of books. Then we met Kimberly Dwinell, the creator of Surfside Girls. So we got a set of these. The third book comes out later this year that she's working on.
Hopefully. Yeah.
So we just got a full set of signed books. This is book 1. She did a little doodle.
Doodled.
Book 2. Another little doodle. And then this isn't really book 3 because this is a nonfiction science of surfing. So she actually goes into how it all works. And another little doodle.
Doodles.
She was absolutely delightful.
Yes.
Very sweet. I bought a bracelet too, but it's hard to see. I just loved her setup because it was all beachy, and I didn't know that Surfside Girls is actually a show on that. Not a movie, is it? It's a show.
It's a show on Apple TV. It came out last August, so it's almost a year old. So we didn't know until we were talking.
We don't pay attention.
So yeah, once again, TV stuff is usually lost on me a lot. Like we knew Surfside Girls because we have those.
Yeah.
But didn't know it was a TV show on. It became a TV show on Apple TV last year.
Yeah. So. And we talked about that for a while. But she gave us a bunch of stickers for the shop and bookmarks.
Woohoo! Bookmarks.
Of the 2 main characters. So we'll be giving those away at the shop. So
when summer hits.
Which is like next week.
Yeah, a couple of weeks. There's no week. When Jaclyn does her summer display. So.
And I got a few postcards. I didn't want to take everything off her table. Philip is a huge fan of Becky Cloonan.
I am a big fan of Becky Cloonan.
Pretty much already have everything. So we bought an Oracle deck.
Yep. She created an Oracle deck that I think you could have gotten off of her site, but I waited till I saw her so I could buy it. It is very shiny.
We'll have to film me doing your reading.
we'll film. Yeah, that's actually a good film. That'd be fun. We'll do that.
Oh my gosh. Yes. So. There's a little instruction booklet, but she did the art on the cards. They're really cool. If you haven't checked out her stuff, it's very dark and beautiful.
Yeah. And Becky's run, she has been writing Wonder Woman. So her run actually ends this Wednesday.
Good to know.
Yeah, 800. Wonder Woman 800.
And then we met Jeremy Whitley, the writer of Dog Night. Also wrote Princeless and some other stuff that we've read.
Ghosting? I don't.
Anyways, he was
delightful. He wrote some Marvel stuff. Yeah.
He was delightful.
Yeah. Him and his wife.
Yeah, she was very, very sweet.
Yes.
So we got this signed. And hopefully we'll have them at the shop soon.
Someday.
Oh, the School for Extraterrestrial Girls.
Yeah, that's what it was. I knew it was some
book 2 is coming out soon. So maybe we'll have them in for a signing. Ooh, and Andrew McLean, we met many moons ago at the show when Apocalyptic Girl first came out. So this was like...
long time ago.
Probably 9 years ago now.
If not longer. I can't remember. But
and it might have been at SPX. Like, I have no idea.
Yeah. I think it was at Charlotte when we first met Andrew, though. I believe.
So we got a hardcover because they did a new cover for the French edition, he said. Yes. And he liked the cover so much he wanted a hardcover version of the US version. Yeah. And so he added like 2 short stories in it.
Yeah. Which I'm excited about. I love Apocalyptic Girl.
Yeah, I read this when we first got it and I really enjoyed it. So he got that signed.
And sketched.
Oh my gosh. And we met Amy Chu. We didn't take our Sea Sirens and Sky Island because we didn't really pay attention to this list, obviously, of people that were going to be there.
I paid attention, but I've gotten to the point where I don't like taking a whole lot of stuff to these shows. And so, like, we took the stuff on people that I haven't met before. And so that's kind of, well, other than Jarrett, because we knew Jarrett. But, like, we were excited for. And then, like everyone else, we would just go talk to. And then if they have stuff we don't have, we buy.
Amy Chu's wonderful because she's on the board for CB
DLF.
Thank you, because I was going to say LDF.
CB DLF. Yes, she's on the board for that.
It is LDF, Legal Defense Fund.
Yeah.
You said DL.
Well,
did I say
whatever.
DL? Did you say DL?
Who knows?
Anyways, the Comic Book Legal Defense Fund, she's on the board, so she's been working.
I probably said it wrong. It's fine.
She's been working on fighting against genderqueer.
She had the entire transcript for the genderqueer court case that took place down in Virginia Beach at the Rhodes area. So it was pretty interesting.
People were buying it.
And people were buying it, yeah.
So we got Girls Night Out and Other Stories. So she wrote all the stories, but different artists drew them. Yeah. So that's a pretty cool concept, I think.
Yep.
And
that was really cool.
This is a newish book we didn't have. Carmilla.
Yeah.
I'm excited to read it. And I was like, we should order it and take it with us to get signed. And we just bought one there. Yeah. It's a vampire story. I might read this today.
Woohoo!
Looks fun. What's this?
So I always go talk to Todd Dezago and Craig. I always say his name wrong. Rousseau. I believe that's right. But I was talking to Todd, and this is a Parapanops book that I didn't have. It's kind of like
it's from Kickstarter.
It was a Kickstarter book that he did, and so I ended up just buying it from him there. So, because the Parapanops stuff for me is a lot of fun.
If you don't follow Todd Dezago on Facebook, you should, because he'll grace your Facebook feed with one meme a day at least.
His memes are great too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Todd's a great guy. I've known Todd for a long time. Talked to him for years and years. He's always a staple at HeroesCon. He's also a wonderful human being. Easy to talk to about the industry. So
yeah, all the creators we talked to were awesome.
Yes,
and we watched the table for our good friend Jamie Cosley and Tyler while they had a panel, and the lady sitting next to them was working on.
While you're talking, I was trying to get
she was working on art, and we talked to her about her book. And
man,
so,
she has these things taped really well.
So we bought all of her books.
Sorry,
while we were
just
sitting
unpacking.
there. Her name is Tiffany Petit, and her art is watercolor, right?
Here.
And she said it's like a Western fantasy
manga
style,
yeah.
But it's in color. But what drew me to it was like these.
Wow, that was loud.
Big old eyes. So this is the prequel to Scent, or prologue. Prologue.
Yeah.
So this is the prequel. And book 1 of Scent. It looks pretty gruesome, actually.
That made my ear ring.
Yeah, it was loud.
Sorry if y'all were able to hear that. Wow, it was really loud.
I'm trying to find a non-violent panel to show.
So we were sitting next to her and watching her work and having good conversations with Tiffany, actually.
There's a lot of blood.
Blood.
There's a lot of blood. Well, here's book 2. That's what the characters look like. And then it came with sticker sets of each character. It was like a big bundle. I appreciate bundles. Makes my life easier.
And she likes stickers.
Yeah, there's 8 different characters, and I'm excited to read that.
Yep. Actually, like I said, and I think she has a 3rd book, I think she said.
Yeah, she's working on the 3rd
She's working on a 3rd book now, so we got the first couple volumes, so we'll have to look out for volume 3.
Yeah. I started following her on Etsy.
Oh.
So you can buy the books and stickers on Etsy.
She's self-published, by the way.
Yeah. If that wasn't obvious. I don't remember what this was about, but it looked adorable. Puffer and Clarissa by James Nelson. It's like not quite a zine, but not much bigger than a zine.
It's like 2 zines.
Yeah.
It looks adorable.
It looks cute.
Yep.
So I got that. And then I got both of these from the same table, but they're by different people. So Wild Star Press, I believe.
Which it's just self-published zines.
Was like a miniature publisher, and they had a bunch of zines, so I picked up these 2. The Brightest Star Under the Eastern Seaboard. Soarboard. I like the cover. I don't care about the rest. And then this one is called Lil Bug, and she finds a stuffed animal in the attic, so what can go wrong?
Little bug in the rug.
Oh, I don't know who this one's by. But this one's by J. Boyd.
Once again, if you've made it this far, I'll try to put all the links for the majority of these people in there. If
Where's their name?
I don't know. Yeah.
Linda. It's copyright Linda somebody.
Oh. Well, if you can't read it, I'm not going to be able to read it. Linda
Yeah,
Kiao?
Yeah, I'm not going to probably pronounce it right.
That's probably
Sorry.
Yep.
My bad. Oh my God, you're really making me do all the talking.
Yes, I'm making you do all the talking. Yeah.
Matt Emmons was there and was selling books, so we picked up these 2 from him.
So he's also a self-publisher.
Yeah.
So
and these are very high quality prints too. Like.
Yeah. This book looks adorable. Council of Frogs. So it looks awesome. I can't wait to read that, actually.
And there's like monkeys and stuff.
Yeah, it's all animal based, all animal driven. The frogs look great. And I can find out what the Council of Frog does. Maybe I'll realize what they do around here at night.
And this one is called Gardener, and it was about a plague.
Yeah, it's like his...
the pink stuff is the plague.
Yeah, it's like his sci-fi book, but it's dealing a lot with some kind of plague.
I thought it was going to be on black paper, but that's just the end papers. But yeah, this is the plague. If you're ready to read about plagues.
Yeah, it's probably too soon, but you know what?
Cloth bound.
Yeah,
it's very nice.
Yeah, his books were really too nice not to actually get. So
yeah.
So he was all set up for that.
Super nice. You can talk about Charles Vess.
All right. So next we stopped by Charles Vess desk, and Charles Vess is one. I guess he's an industry legend. He's been around for a long time. Sorry, Charles. Yes, you've just been around a long time. I believe we talked about it. We had him at Richmond Comics back in the early 90s. So, and he's done a lot of stuff. He's done a lot of stuff for Neil Gaiman. He's done some Spider-Man books, which like the old graphic novel stuff. He's done Bone stuff. Like Charles Vess, and his artwork is wonderful. So, no, I'm talking. If I'm talking, I'm talking. Here, hold this. So this is the ballads, and so the book of ballads, and really this is a Neil Gaiman book with a bunch of.
Is it?
I think it is, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it just?
Neil Gaiman has one story.
Yeah, and Neil Gaiman has there's a bunch of stories in it, and then Charles does all of the art in it, I believe. So yeah,
it's a lot of words.
Yeah, it's a lot. I think Jeff Smith has a story in here. I have to look. It's been a long time since I've looked at I have the book of ballads. I have in the old form.
There's no Jeff Smith in here.
There's not. I thought Jeff Smith had.
Nope.
Oh,
you are mistaken. Charles Vess wrote a story too.
So anyway, it's been a long time since I've looked at that. So we haven't that back. Jeff Smith.
Okay, maybe he did art, but he didn't write a story.
Well, he did something in his book. That's you're arguing me. See, I know what's going on.
So did he not do the art for?
So he may not have done the art for
there's his name. I missed it.
See, See, she's fighting. She wants to fight with me on Charles Vess. And so the next thing we picked up was Neil Gaiman's Stardust.
In French.
In French. So, in case you didn't know, Stardust is a Neil Gaiman book that Charles Vess actually did the art in it. Neil Gaiman novel. Neil Gaiman took it to graphic novel, which is more of it's a true graphic novel. And so it's Neil Gaiman, Stardust, written by Neil Gaiman.
Yeah.
Charles Vess did all the art in it, and it is beautiful. And so they had one French edition. And,
sorry, Kirsten.
And I love foreign edition books, and then it's French, which Jaclyn loves French stuff, which is why we have a whole lot of French edition books. I get other books, so that was
That's
also
an excuse for buying them anyway.
It is. Sorry, that fell out of the books.
Oh, stickers.
And so that, as far as books go, is all of the books. Now we're going to get into some of the other interesting things that we bought, including artwork. So for Mouse Guard,
we already have all his books.
I already have all of David Peterson stuff. If you've never read Mouse Guard, you're missing out. It is one of the most wonderful books, written and drawn, that you'll ever see. And then, so every year he puts out a new shirt. So he had a new shirt this year. So I got my new Mouse Guard shirt. So, or maybe not every year, but he puts out a new shirt every few years. And he had a new one this year that I didn't have. So I got that. And then we needed a bag to carry some stuff around in. So that's what this is. And then he also has, he did these cards. Here, let's take these out.
Bone cards.
Yep, they're bone cards, so it's different. We haven't taken them out yet, but it's kind of like tarot type stuff also. But it's all David stuff, which I'm really excited. So maybe, like Jaclyn said earlier, with Becky Cloonan cards, maybe we'll do one video and she can do my reading with a couple of cards. So there's my David Peterson stuff. And then there was a
Merlin's Munchies Coffee Company.
Right, and I think she said they were out of Florida. So she said that her husband dropped her off in Charlotte while he continued on to AwesomeCon in DC. So that was interesting. So I bought some coffee there.
This is the only whole bean they had, yep. But they had flavored and non-flavored.
Yep. So these are both non-flavored.
This is called Taste of Thailand. Right. You see Merlin on the cover. And Colombia.
And the other interesting thing that they did is they had a QR code that you could scan, and it was like an hour-long audiobook about Merlin. And
it was like based on one of the coffees, and she said they're working on to do it for all of them.
Right. So
pretty cool concept.
Maybe I'll come back and give you an update on how the coffee is.
And list your audio.
Yep.
So. I got a silk figure. There's no picture, so can't show you what it looks like.
But it's a Premier figure. It's pretty.
It is pretty.
You can take it out of the box. It's an unboxing. It's probably tape.
Ta-da!
Yep. So anyway,
we're not doing that now.
Yeah, we're not doing that now. That's too much work. Oh, here we go. Hang on.
You said we're not doing that now.
Well, it's not taped. Ta-da. There we go.
She's still in plastic.
Yeah, it's okay. Just show it.
I beheaded the Cindy Moon.
We can leave that out, and we can put that together for you after this video.
Okay.
All right. So then the next thing is, let's take this down over here.
Original art time!
Woohoo! Original art at whatever time this is. So
first things first. I need the other one.
That's what I was trying to get, but it.
Someone, Mercat Studio on Instagram, on their table said, "I will draw your cat terribly for $2." And I don't think it was terrible, so they were undercharging. But I got a sketch of Todd.
It's adorable.
Cute?
They did a great job.
So cute. Oh.
Told you.
We got a sketch from Zoe on the back of this Avery Hill postcard.
Yep. And it's the first time that she had seen one of the postcards from Avery Hill, so that was cool. Yes.
We got this in the Avery Hill Kickstarter.
Oh, that went with oh, you go ahead. Sorry, I forgot you haven't done that yet.
I got a Cody original from Jared Cullum. It's got oh my gosh, I don't remember her name. I read this book so long ago. Anyways, Cody's on it. That's what's important here. Jared does beautiful watercolors. I don't even know how he does it.
He does. His watercolors are phenomenal. It's amazing. And we're getting a second Cody book, right?
Yes, he's working on the sequel.
Yep. And the next one is an original art. It's a print that goes along with the pandemic. The pandemic book that we showed earlier, he had an art print there. And then, as always, I always have to go to talk to John Flesk, who owns Flesk Publications. And Flesk also does all the Mark Schultz stuff. Mark Schultz, who does Zen Exotic Tales. And this year, it probably was last year. I don't remember seeing it.
It's 2022, yeah.
Okay. But
this isn't original or anything. It's a print.
It's a print for benefits Ukraine. So that's done by Mark Schultz. So, and then he gave us a little postcard to explain
the lore
that's on this. So I'm really excited for that. And then we ended up getting a page from Zoe.
From Billy.
From, the
Impending Blindness.
Sorry. It's a lot of stuff. Yes, this book, The Impending Blindness of Billy Scott. We ended up getting a page from her on that, so I was overly excited about that. So that's really cool. And then we had her sign it. She signed it on the back, but we had it signed on the front, so when we frame it, you can actually see her signature. So that's really cool. Looking forward to that. And then, dear.
And then,
while we were talking to Tula, we ended up buying some original artwork from her. So this is from Barnstormers that's coming out from Image soon, and she does the interiors. Now, one of the interesting things that we found out about Tula is this top piece is actually the promo piece that she was using for Barnstormers. And the bottom piece is a panel from the book. So when she does her pages, she doesn't necessarily do an entire page, and that's page 1, or a page, and this is page 2. She does her pages like this, and this is a part of, I think she said this is going to be in the 4th issue, I believe. So all of her pages is like, well, okay, this is book 1, this page, and then this bottom one, and sometimes it's split up, but that's how she was telling us how she does her. So
it's so cool.
I'm really excited to have a piece of Tula artwork. So yes,
and it was just fun watching her work.
Yeah,
and she was delightful.
And then
art auction time.
We did an art auction. We were number 33, which was a pretty good sign, I thought.
That's his favorite number.
Yep. So next and this is the piece that we wanted to get. So this is a piece from Maihack. He did for the auction. So it says, be kind, be a hero, with his Supergirl and Batgirl. And so we will be framing this and putting this in the store. I am overly excited for this piece. Sorry, our dogs are, you probably can't hear, our dogs are playing. So this is another original we got from Mike that he did for the art auction. So that was entertaining and also very exciting.
And stressful.
Yeah, there was a lot of people at the art auction, and a lot of talking and chatter and things like that. So good times. Good times. So that is.
So we spent way too much money, but had a great time.
We did. So we did stay fine. This is the first time I've stayed at the show all 3 days in a very long time. So,
yeah.
But it was a good show. Sheldon always puts on a good show at HeroesCon. It's my favorite con. And Baltimore is my second favorite con because Mark Nathan also puts on a very good show. So I'm looking forward to that. Got to talk to a lot of people. Got to talk to a lot of dealers there. So that's always great talking to those people. Jaclyn even talked to a lot of those people, which is so you're an owner. You can talk. So anyway, so that was our trip to Heroes.
Charlotte.
We ate at a nice French bakery.
Emily's. So delicious.
Yep. So we went there a few years ago, but I guess they've been closed during COVID and they reopened. So it was great. So we had some good food. We walked around, found some diners, got a lot of books, a lot of signatures. And I mean, we talked to a lot more creators too, right? Like this is the stuff that we ended up buying, but we walk around and we talk to a lot of the creators that's there. There was a lot of good people there. We didn't talk to Scotty Young this year because his line was insane.
8 years ago today, I bought an original art piece from Scotty Young.
Right. Yeah.
And did not have to wait in line for it.
No, we just went right up to him. But now his line was pretty insane. Chris Claremont's line was nuts. And then Jeff Smith was only usually signing a couple of times a day for an hour or two. So his line was pretty crazy too. But most of the other people was not overly long. So there were good conversations had, which is always fun. It's always good to have those conversations. Mm-hmm. So like, someone like me, I go there and I see, as we showed Charles Vess hardly ever has a line. And I don't understand how Charles Vess can't have a line. It just throws me off that, people like that. Don Rosa's there, which he hardly ever has a line. Creator of most of the ducks. So, but
yeah, and he was sitting down like one-on-one talking to these people for a while. Yeah. Like they would pull up a chair and just sit and chat with him, and he would like draw or whatever.
Yep. So it was a lot of good fun. So anyway, so that's it for us.
Yeah.
That's all we have. We hope you enjoyed our
hour-long video.
Our long video. We appreciate you joining us.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, subscribe if you haven't already.
Tell all your friends.
Yeah.
And then tell us what else you would like to see. Like we have lots of ideas, but keep ideas coming. Let us know.
We have a bunch of stuff.
Tell us what you want. So thanks again, everybody. We appreciate it. Bye.
Bye.